Hello Hot Wheels fans. So today we are going to be looking at one of the many Hot Wheels Workshop track builders that's been launched this year. I have two in my hand, but the one that we are going to look at particularly is this one, the track builder called Crossroads Crash. So basically the premise is of how these little track add-ons work is you have lots of track already, but now you can basically buy a little add-on, so you have a little extension to your current track for a little bit more playability. So as you can see, I've taken the liberty to unbox Crossroads Crash already. Let's get all this non-essential stuff out of the way. So this is Crossroads Crash right here. It's quite a simple add-on. The basic premise is there's an arm holding a crate, and if you were to toggle this over here, the crate comes crashing down. So basically how this works is, let's put the crate back. You've got a car, it starts driving by, minding its own business, boom! There you go. An accident waiting to happen. So basically, you want your car to move fast enough that the crate doesn't crash onto it. But from experience, as long as you're using a booster or some form of launcher, it almost never happens at all. All in all, quite a simple track, not very fancy. In fact, it only comes with one sticker. But maybe one thing to add on to it is that, well, the crate is a little bit interesting because it actually does open. As you can see just now from the earlier part of the video, it didn't want to stay closed, but well, Hot Wheels did make it to fit a car in perfectly. It would fit slightly bigger ones as well, not a problem. So I suppose if you're an adult, this may not be very interesting to you because, well, it does go in nicely if the door decides to stay closed. The car definitely doesn't pop out when it crashes. Nope, it just stays in there. But if you're a kid, well, there's just an additional element of play, which, well, not bad, at least it's something. But the real reason why I like Crossroads Crash is because it's made in a Crossroads kind of design, so it actually allows you to do a figure eight, where a figure eight track that's an infinite loop. I like to make tracks which are infinite loops, so they just keep on going and going and going. Of course, your car will be bumping into this little toggle on and on, but it's quite a light toggle. I don't think it would really slow your car down at all. And if you remove the crate, well, just use it as a crossroads, which is what I do. So I'll show you some examples on what I did to basically make it a figure eight. So let's get on to it. Okay, welcome back, folks. Crossroads Crash is now on the floor, connected up to a track. So basically, what's going to happen with a track like this that we want to do a figure eight is your car is going to come down here. It's going to drive by and basically make a little figure eight. Of course, this track's not complete, it's just halfway, but I think you get the idea. Then it's gonna race down the track like so. It's gonna go there, keep on going. And when it reaches this point again, the car is going to come over here and make another figure eight and go on that way again. So basically, yep, Crossroads Crash allows you to do that. And that one thing really great about a track like this, or a track piece like this, is this kind of crossroads don't usually come in track builder sets. So as you know, lots of track builder sets which you buy just goes one way, especially if it comes with a launcher. But with something like this, and if you have a booster, it will go on and on infinitely. So that's what we really like. Let's head back to the table. I'm going to show you another track, or another track piece, which also functions quite similarly as Crossroads Crash. So back in a bit. Okay guys, welcome back. As promised, we showed you how Crossroads Crash does a little figure eight, but it's not the only piece that can do it. We have another one which can also do it, with a little bit more style in fact, and it's called Crossroads Crash. Don't ask me why every piece that Hot Wheels comes up with has to have the word crash in it, but basically Crossroads Crash, same premise. It's basically allows you to do a infinite loop figure 8, but this time round it has a jump instead of a crate crashing onto your head. So yep, this is a pretty fine piece as well. We decided not to review this too extensively because other YouTubers have done it, but also because crate crash seems to be a lot easier to find in stores. Crossroads Crash, for some reason, I went to 3 stores trying to find this thing, and I found one piece, just one. I'm not sure whether that means it's all being bought up or it's simply hard to find. I think it's probably just hard to find for some reason. So if you can't find it, that's fine. Crate Crash will still serve your purpose. If you want to do like what I did, we hope the track example gives you some ideas. So there we have Crate Crash. But before we go, just wanted to share with you a niggling complaint I have. Crate Crash has been great basically all around, but there is been one thing which I'm not too happy with, and that is how it connects to the track pieces. It uses the new 2014 style where there's a little semicircle and a little notch. So, and this is the track connector from 2014, the new style. When it goes in, it definitely is pretty solid. It's, in fact, this is great. It really almost doesn't move at all, and it's not going to fall out. That's one thumbs up, no doubt about that. But what if most of your tracks are the old style? This is from 2012, 2013. Most of you may have this. There are still track sets being sold which still use this, if perhaps it's old stock. So of course it does go in. Mattel's not going to be dumb enough to make it not go in, but check it out. It's pretty loose, and it doesn't even go in halfway. It's only the tip of it. And when you have another old track and you fit it in, let's see what happens. Of course, it's pretty tight on the orange side, but look at this. It doesn't even want to stay in properly. This is my only niggling complaint about this otherwise perfect track builder piece. And I really don't know why they decided to go with this style, especially when not all of the track builders use it. Moving just to show you again, Crossroads Crash uses a hybrid of the new and old style. It has the notch where it's the new style, but it's also flat like how all track connectors are supposed to be. So if you have the old track, you put it in there, look at that, it doesn't move. So if only Crate Crash had used this style, it's going to be purely perfect, but I guess that's just how it goes. So anyway, still not too bad. We're still very happy with it. It's not an expensive piece to have in your collection, and definitely a useful piece. So go check it out. Leave us a comment. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know what else you'd like us to review. We'll be more than happy to do it. So, yep. Thanks for watching.